let's jump right in. Number 5, Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson used to be the triple double king until Russell Westbrook came along, but you still got to pay respect to the big O. Check this out. Oscar Robertson had 6 assist titles, y'all. 6 regular season assist titles. So that is crazy. Like a lot. On this list, that is the most. Look, Magic got 4, LeBron got 1, Westbrook got 3, Isaiah got 1, Harden got 2. Oscar got 6. And he's 8th all time. So I know it's not a name that rings bells. You often get crickets when you hear his name. Like the younger generation, they don't know who he is. They don't know the big O. Me personally, I didn't have a chance to witness it in real time. But I do my homework, and I knew about this guy way before triple doubles, leading the league in triple doubles in the current NBA era was a thing. Before Russell Westbrook started doing what he does, like I knew about the big O. So he's on this list, 6 assist titles, 8th all time in assists. Let's move along. This one, really easy for me. At number 4, we got Steve Nash. He has 5 titles, league assist titles. 5. He's 5th all time on the assist leaders list. Listen, the numbers are the numbers. When Steve Nash was kicking, y'all, like he did all of this when he was in his 30s, right? He was already an older player. He was getting those. He got those assist titles in a three-peat and then in a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? So he had 1 three-peat and he had 1 back-to-back for assist leader in the NBA. You know how hard that is. He also won a bunch of MVPs. During that run, Steve Nash was that guy. I know people talk about Shaq robbed him he robbed Shaq for the MVP a couple of years. I understand why people would say that, but when it comes to playmakers in the NBA, there is no doubt that Steve Nash ranks as one of the elite playmakers in NBA history. That's why we have him at number 4 all time. Number 3, a player who has been in a lot of different systems, played for a lot of different coaches, for teams all over the NBA and all over the country. But one thing that remained the same, the constant factor, was that this guy puts up numbers. Even later in his career, he is still dishing out some dimes. Listen, number 3 all time playmaker in NBA history, CP3, aka Chris Paul. Chris Paul has 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 league assist titles. He's led the league in assists 5 times in his career. But check this out. He is number 3 all time on the all-time assist list. So he's up there. He's number 3. So to give you context, just to remind you, Nash is number 5 all time. Oscar Robertson is number 8. Magic is number 7 all time. LeBron is number 4, right behind CP3. Westbrook is number 9. Isaiah Thomas is number 10. And Harden is number 20. Criteria. I'm not just saying who the best guy who I like to watch pass, y'all. Come on. You can't have this discussion if you don't have criteria. You're just talking about who your favorite is. And that's not what we do here. We do numbers. We do the math. We use calculators. No, we don't. Anyway, let's move along. So number 5 was Oscar Robertson, 4 Nash, 3 CP3. Really quick, this episode is brought to you by the Fantasy Sports Shop on Etsy. Grab your exclusive fantasy sports swag today. And if you have ideas for the next drop, let us know in the comments section of this episode. Also, this month, we will be giving away a shirt to one of our community members. So all you have to do is comment the words free shirt. To take a look at what we have in stock, all you have to do is visit bit.ly/fantasy sports shop. That's bit.ly fantasy sports shop. Now let's get into our top 2 NBA playmakers of all time. Number 2, Jason Kidd. What? People are like, what? What's happening? What? How could you? What? Did you just say Jason Kidd? Yes, I said Jason Kidd. And I'll tell you why. Listen, Jason Kidd had 5 assist titles. He's also number 2 all time. He's number 2 on the list. So when we talk about criteria, he meets the criteria of being one of the top guys. So his 5 titles and his 2 and being ranked number 2 on the list puts him there. And now we're gonna go into the top all-time number 1 GOAT in NBA history for assists, the playmaker, the GOAT of playmakers in the history of the NBA, in the storied history of the league, of the association. I could give you 2 guesses, but you probably only need 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT, number 1, John Stockton. Now, listen, let me get a sip of this coffee before I say this. And I want to be very clear. I am not a John Stockton fan. I'm old enough where I lived to watch John Stockton play. Never been a John Stockton fan. Don't like the way he operates on the court. It's effective, it's efficient, it's not fun to watch. It's not Magic. It's not CP3. It's not LeBron. It's really, really vanilla, right? But despite my personal opinion, which is weighted in this decision, right? It's a smaller portion. And maybe in the future, let me know if you guys want me to break down the percentage, the weight percentage of each criteria point. So that way you can know, for example, like, let's say 25% is league titles, 25% is, all-time list, 50% is personal opinion, something like that. But in this case, personal opinion is probably like 5% of the game on this one. Like, you cannot deny he literally is like the Bill Russell of assists. Walk with me. John Stockton led the league in assists 9 times. You ready for this? 9 consecutive times. Let that sink in. John Stockton led the league in assists for 9 years in a row. No one has done that. Again, I prefer Magic over Stockton all day, but like, I'm not out here talking about my favorite list. I'm not talking if I would have said who's your favorite playmaker, then maybe Magic and LeBron would have been at the top of this list. Word up. Maybe even Pistol Pete Maravich would have been on this list. Even LaMelo Ball. I love LaMelo Ball. I might have put him because he's one of my favorite playmakers because I love how flashy he is. But this ain't a flashy contest, y'all. This is a metrics game. And the metrics say that John Stockton won 9 consecutive assist titles from 1987-88 season to the 95-96 season. He was winning assist titles when LL Cool J was dropping records all the way up to Wu-Tang. He was covering eras like, it's almost like it went from black and white TV to color TV, like the fatback TVs to flat screen TVs. You know what I'm saying? Like, your man's longevity and consistency, even one year he was averaging like 14 assists a game, y'all. I can't. So that's it. That's what I have to say. John Stockton is the greatest playmaker in NBA history. If you disagree, just let me know in the comments. All that I ask is that you're respectful. Because some of y'all out there, like some of these knuckleheads out here, y'all hide behind these computer screens and get so tough about talking NBA. Like, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm just out here cooking up content for y'all to make you think, to make you have a conversation about the thing that we all love, which is the NBA.